Fortunately, I don't have to deal with this very often, but yeah, this is one such case. Okay, there we go. I see myself on the YouTube side now. I am opening up a new chat window for the YouTube chat. Should it be good? Let me do a Discord ping to the @live folks. Let's see. Internet crashed and is now back. Twitch stream reconnected. Had to start a new YouTube stream. Okay. Done and done. I think that's all I can do about this. Alright. So, where were we? Where's the Spotify thing? Okay. Here we go. So we were talking earlier about Spotify. So if you go there and you just type in Mukluk now, right here, you can see there's my logo. And you click on that, and then there's only one video there right now, which is my most, top performing video. So that's on there, but there's nothing else on there yet. So we're working on getting that set up today, and then we will be, copying over all the top performing videos that I've ever made after that. That is the plan. Did Chip reset the router? Chip's just asleep right now, so I don't think so. And none of the family were anywhere near the router, so I think it was just some kind of technical hiccup. I was already starting to resign myself that the evening was over, but fortunately it came back. So more gaming can continue. Grim Dawn, at least, doesn't require an always online internet connection, which is the stupidest thing in the world for action RPGs. So my game was simply paused. I just had it paused the whole time we were trying to figure that out. Can you imagine an always online action RPG that if your internet hiccuped, your hardcore character died? I certainly can. That would be just insane. That would be like someone in Guild Wars 2 asking you for kill proof to join a strike group. Crazy. We are back indeed. Sorry about all the trouble. You okay, chat? Hello, Dream of. How you doing? I was very confused when YouTube tried to send me to a VTuber. What? Yeah, my internet went down, so the stream disconnected and then reconnected, but the YouTube side didn't reconnect, so I had to start a new YouTube stream. What do you mean it sent you to a VTuber? Currently on night shift, enjoying my time. Nice. I used to work night shift. I've told a lot of stories from back when I worked at a hotel, and I was there from 11 p.m. until 7 a.m. for years. Dude, this was like when I was in the middle of the WoW addiction, and I would bring, I had a laptop that could support WoW, and I would bring that to work, and it would take me like 2 to 3 hours of hard work to finish all the work. And then it was 5 hours of babysitting the place. And I would freaking do my WoW dailies at like 2 in the morning when the date rolled over to the next day. So that by the time like anyone else I knew was logging on, I was already done with like all my dailies. So yeah, it was a good time slot for a nerd. Any horror stories from the night shift? Oh yeah, tons of them. Tons of them. Dude, I mean, think about it. Like, I was in a profession where people could come in at any time of the night to try to get a room. Maybe they were drunk. Maybe they were on drugs. Maybe they were drunk and on drugs. Maybe they tried to bring in, like, prostitutes or something. God, yes, there was tons of horror stories. Did your hotel allow guests to bring pets? Yes. There was a pet fee, though. So here's the idea. If it was a small dog or cat, they would have to pay an additional fee. And what we did with that fee was we paid for a, like, super deep clean of the room after they left, so that if the next guest there had allergies, that it would not be an issue. Like, it was a very honest system, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because I worked there. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. But yeah, if you paid the extra fee, you were allowed to have, like, a dog or a cat, as long as it wasn't disturbing anyone. Like, if you have a dog in your room and it's barking and the people in the rooms adjacent to yours are complaining, that's obviously a problem. But in general, it was usually fine. I had to use a potion there, that hurt. He felt free for 2 minutes. Free now, I had panic. Modern day without internet? Dude, the darkness was setting in. It's closing in on all sides. It has its benefits. Doing shift work for 25 years now as a father of 3, it's not always ideal. Yeah, I mean, if you have a family that's, you know, on day shift and you're on night shift, it can be a pain. Like, the early years of me and Anna being married, I was doing that night shift. And it was fine, because we didn't have kids, you know? So it's like, I would sleep when she was at work, she slept when I was at work, but we still had all the waking hours together of free time. And it wasn't bad at all. Like, it didn't really strain our relationship or anything. But when, you know, once a kid was born, it was not feasible. Because it's like, if the baby's crying and one person's been awake multiple nights in a row, the other person has to take over, or you're gonna have a huge problem. Did the stream crash? Yes, my internet crashed and the stream had to reconnect. Some people had to refresh or go to a different URL for YouTube. I don't know if this is like a side dungeon or if this actually leads to the next area. I don't recall. So I'm just continuing to hug the left wall and go through it and see if it takes us to where we need to go. I worked for 15 years at a horse stable, and all I got is a bad back and messed up joints. I can imagine. I don't know anyone who's worked in a horse stable before, but it sounds like something that would give you a workout. I worked 7 years at hotel night shift, and all I got was horror stories and bad sleeping habits. Okay, we've made a lot of, look at this. We are here, and we need to get there for our last quest item. Okay, so this guy can let us clean out our bags a bit. Let's see. +1 to all Shaman and Berserker skills. Oh, Shaman Berserker hybrid stuff. That's a quest item, so we'll move that over there. Corruptor's Mantle. Bonus to Bone Harvest and Conjure Primal Spirit. Okay, so this is for a Necro Shaman hybrid. 10% chance on attack to restore health and give a boost to vitality damage to all pets for 12 seconds. But the stats it actually has really do not help us, other than the resist. So I don't think we're going to use that. Add 16,900 damage to Granado? What? I'm guessing whatever number was going to be on this has been drastically multiplied by my electric damage boosts. That's pretty insane. 16,000 damage to Granado. Converts 55% of your fire damage to lightning damage. That's interesting. Hold on, how much? I haven't been... I tried out Granado earlier. So, okay, so it does... At level 1, 1400 physical, but then you can add physical and trauma damage and some other stuff. But this is just... It's crazy. However, that would involve losing our offhand that is our #1 source of damage right now, but this is really interesting. Plus, it also has pet damage on it that just randomly rolled. Like, you could absolutely make a... You know what? I will hang on to this. You could make a full build around that. Okay. I don't know if there's storage here or not. Oh, they won't open the gate. Crap. Do I have to do a quest to get them to open the gate? Deliver the blood to the conclave. Okay, I've got some quest items in my bag. Let me go turn these in and see if this happens to open up the gate. Night shift is the reason my ex and I never had kids and the reason my marriage died. Oh god. Okay, that escalated quickly. Like I said, my relationship worked out okay through night shift because she slept when I was at work, I slept when she was at work, and we were both awake during the, the waking free time hours.
Were you successful? Yes. The power coming off the... What I must ask, few mortals ever witnessed the splendor of the Eldritch realm. But the Lady of Whispers has blessed us with a rift stone, granting us brief access to a secluded portion of her realm. Therein dwells a creature known...
Rift to the Veiled Den. Okay. Oh, dang it. I clicked to move my character, and there was the portal was right there. Okay. This looks familiar. I vaguely remember this. Alright, I'm assuming this is required in order to progress through that door that's closed. So let's start killing some demons. Live for a few seconds. After stream died, Roadmark's voice box exploded or something. Internet this time. Appreciate you finding your way back. Evening all. What's up, Mr. Face? Some kind of internet hiccup happened. Twitch reconnected automatically, but YouTube made me start a whole new stream. Who that? Next! Thank you for the Prime, Next. Appreciate the support. I am liking this build. Like, we have such a weird mixed bag of damage, but we've gotten the Wind Devils strong enough that we've got, you know, enough damage that we can continue clearing even when Primal Spirit's on cooldown. And when Primal Spirit is available, that's, you know, our largest single target damage source when we're like killing a boss or something. Oh, and speaking of,
That skill's not ready.
okay, he does not want to hit my minions. He wants to hit me in the face. Luckily, the Wendigo Totem was able to heal through his damage. We did lose the Briarthorn, though. Okay, we found the item that they wanted us to get.
Well, the Eldritch Realm is stunning, as the stories say. I believe it's time you spoke with her yourself. I've done everything.
Seek her out at our forward camp. Okay.
The oracles of Drig spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you, Martin.
Okay, I don't know if that's the main quest or not. I'm gonna see if the forward camp was the one I got to a minute ago. Ah, yes, I think we're on the right track.
Elaine was with the materials you've brought me.
Yeah, there we go. The door's open. My wife worked in shifts after the kids were old enough for preschool. That was horrible. I only saw her for like an hour a day. She works from home now. It's much better. Yeah, I can totally understand that. Yeah, like I said, in our case, like I got home in the morning and I could, you know, hang out with her while she was having breakfast. I would lay down. She would go to work. She would get home from work. I would wake up and we would have the evening together until she was going to bed and I was going to work again. So we had to get used to, you know, basically sleeping alone during that time, but we still had all of our free time together, so it wasn't bad. But can absolutely understand your description and what you're saying. What is that? Statue came alive. Ooh, level 68. It's 5 levels higher than me.
Muck ended the steam early because I stole his mental illness. Fine, I'll give it back. Sorry, chat.
Someone stole my internet. Thank you, Celix. It was funny because, like, I yelled out to the living room and I was like, boy. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, do you have internet? And he's like, yeah. And like, he just immediately said that. And I immediately assumed that he was watching a video and it was buffered. And I was like, open a new tab. And he opens a new tab and he goes, oh, no. I was like, okay, thank you. So I think I was right on the money on that one. Here. tomb over here.
Can't do that.
Keep that in mind for a moment. See if there's anything else over here that leads where we need to go. Okay. Oh, says we missed. Wait, what? Huh. Says I missed a devotion shrine. It's okay though, that's not our current goal. It's one of the nice things about if you do choose to continue the game in the like ultimate difficulty or one of the other ones, you will be able to get more devotion shrines. So if you did miss some of them, like you cap out at 55 shrines, and I've gotten 34. But if you miss some and you can't find 55 on your first playthrough, revisiting the same shrines on the second playthrough, you'll absolutely get it, and then it's, you know, nothing to worry about. Might be in that cave? Yeah, it might be. It's nice that the map shows, like, you missed one here if you want to come back and find it. That was a lot of green. Actually, I'd use a heal potion there to get that loot. Wow, the Primal Spirit's almost dead. The Primal Spirit's the one that's only out for a short time, kicks a bunch of butt, refuses to elaborate, and leaves. But during that short time he was out, like, that acid pool was just such, like, had so many layers to it that it actually almost died. One thing I've noticed watching the little Wind Devils, like, they're great. Their AI is not the best. One is they leash very close to me. They won't go more than like 5 feet away. The second issue with them is their auras don't stack. So what it should do is put like one Wind Devil on each enemy, you know, and separate them, and only have them on the same enemy if there's not enough enemies for them to split up. But they don't do that. They all will go to the nearest enemy, and you know, they should, like, split up and hit different targets because their effects don't stack. So it's still, like, more surface area having multiple, but they're not as smart as they could be for how they work. Let's big pile of summon the spirit for this. A lot of crap here. I see a elite mob in the back too. Oh, back up, back up, back up. Too many meteors. Also noticing that all pets don't have the same leash distance, because the Primal Spirit was willing to go further away from me than the Wind Devils were on that last encounter. Infernal Waste. Just got a lot darker. Alright, so we're here. We are nearly to the Tomb of the Eldritch Sun. Although, I am wondering if I'm going to have to, like, complete certain quests in this expansion to unlock it, like I had to earlier, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. At the very least, there's no wasted progress, because even if I get there and it's locked, I'll have the waypoints. Ruin entrance. It's marked on the map if we need that.
That skill's not ready.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. We require more Vespine gas. Construct additional pilots. I noticed these big statues, so like when you kill them the first time, like their armor blasts off, but then the dude is still there, and you have to kill it a second time. Like that. Another ruin entrance. Totem. I will summon the primal spirit, and I will do the totem, thank you. Had my finger on the leap button because I figured they would box me in again like that other time tonight. Loot explosion. Okay, leveled up. Can I put more points into Raging Tempest? No, I can't, so that's maxed out. Alright, so Raging Tempest is currently at 16 over 12, so it's got 12 points in it, and it's getting +4 from gear. And it's doing cold damage each second, and also reducing enemies' resistances by 34. And that's as high as I can currently get it. So, what next? Could power up Maelstrom. Looks like it gets around 500 damage per level. That's the lightning bolts that you guys see striking down. Could put him in Mortar. Which, honestly, it's not going to get much damage. But it's like after 16 points, then you get a second Mortar. So it'd be more like a for the future thing. Good evening, all. Hey, Wolves. What's up? Mogdragon's Pact is also nice. It's health regen for me and friendlies and a little bit of pet damage. Why not Primal Bond? Could do that. Primal Bond is bonus to pets. It also has damage absorption from me, which is, you know, it's a defensive thing. Sure, why not? We've been investing like all offense for a long time now. We could do that. Wolf says, been having some discussions about Twitch beginning to train their AI on live streams, include AI features belonging in October. I hadn't heard anything about that. I don't know anything on that topic. I mean, there's already an AI summary, like when you join the stream, it'll say under the chat, like, what it thinks is going on, which we've had some laughs about up until this point. Summon that, another ruin. That hurts. Yes, Bird, I do remember that one. Oh, this is a three-way fight. There's multiple factions fighting here. Okay, that's the last waypoint. Hopefully we're at this Tomb of the Eldritch Sun.
Can't do that yet.
This is a lot. I can't recall what the tomb we're looking for looks like, but it should be ahead of us somewhere. And then our quest item should be somewhere inside. Just got back. What did Muck break? My internet went down for a time, Blue. The Twitch stream reconnected automatically, but the YouTube one didn't, so I had to make a new YouTube stream. Is it bedtime? Just a moment, chat. I'll be right back. Okay. So someone else broke it, Heresy? It was Heresy that they did that, yes. Call a tech priest. Ooh, a shrine. Nice. That is useful. Waiting on all of the acid puddles or whatever those are to wear off. Alright, and devotion, and 50% more electrocute with 50% increased duration. So, hang on, what is this right now? This is up to 6698 electrocute. So if we go here and we take this... Now it's 7,052 electrocute, so gain like 400 damage from that. Oh, this is like a named guy. Named Griffin. Not too bad. Ooh, that hurt. Had to burn my potion for that. Okay, so found another tomb entrance. Let's see. Sunward Spire. So, we've passed by a lot of tomb entrances, but this one kind of felt like it was at the end of the area, so I feel like this one might be the right one. There's another entrance there. Is there anything else in this room? Oh, I just realized my Briar Thorn was dead. Whoops. Okay, so no, it's just this, like, one big chamber. Like, how long did you stick around last night after the raid? That guy was crazy thankful. Do you want to pass it on? I was there, like, 10 minutes or so. And I chatted with him a few times in the chat. But yeah, he was great. He was super high energy. I think we gave him the biggest raid he'd ever had. He was freaking out, but in a good way. It was very good vibes.
That skill's not ready.
For those who weren't there last night, at the end of the stream, I raided someone else that had like 20 viewers or something with like 1,000 people. And was like, hey, here to support Guild Wars 2. And they were like, oh my god, you're the reason I'm playing this game. They were very hyped. Ooh, level 70 named guy. I'm 64 right now. Don't want to let that hit me. Like, he was doing a fractal boss, and he kept going downstate because he was, like, gushing at chat too much. But, yeah, after I chatted with him for, like, 10 minutes or so, and then I was like, hey, a lot of people here farming drops. They'd really appreciate it if you raid someone else who's doing drops when you're done. And he's like, understood. I was like, all right. Oh, that's right. Also, he crossed the threshold of 1,000 followers after the raid, too. So he was freaking out about that also. He even said, don't sub to me yet, let me entertain you first and earn that sub. I missed that part. That's funny. I feel like I'm still on the way to the right location, but don't know how many more of these ruins I'm gonna have to get through to get there. But the mobs are... Well, these are 64. I was about to say the mobs are getting up there in level. There was that batch of level 70s. These are 64. I'm 64 currently. feel like my bags are gonna hit full soon. Have to resummon the Briar Thorn, it's almost dead. That's one thing that would be easier if I had the Occultist as the secondary class, because the Occultist bird can spam the heal on the other pets. But that was not the route that we went. Okay, ow, ow, that's my hit points. Okay. What is this? He's 69. Nice. I am getting rocked by this 69. Healing potions on cooldown.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, that was most unpleasant.
Can't carry anymore. Can't carry anymore.
Crap. Alright, we gotta go empty the bags, chat. This'll do. Alright. Let's see. One-handed dagger, 64% electrocute. Oh, I lose +1 to all demonologist skin, or demolitionists, yeah. Let's see, deposit. Huh. I don't... That's an interesting idea. So, this item has Wind Devil. 100% of its physical damage is converted to fire. I can't try using this until level 70, but I would like to equip it and look at the stat screen for Wind Devil and see what it does to the numbers. Because I have a lot of plus percentage for elemental damage. So if I make the physical become fire and then I boost the fire, like, what am I left with? Would that be worth losing the +1 to all? I doubt it, but I'd like to see. Bonus to canister bomb, don't need that. A lot of lore pages there to gobble up. I own Grim Dawn but never played a bunch of PoE and Diablo. How does this stack up against those? I think it stacks up quite well. Grim Dawn, hey, hang on, Swedish, let me try to sell you on it for a second, okay? In Grim Dawn, when you make your character, you just pick male or female, that's it, and you jump in. At level 2, you pick your first class. So like I picked Shaman on this character. That class comes with its own little talent tree here, okay? You, similar to Diablo 2, you could just keep going down the tree or just invest really heavily into an early skill and get it, you know, really high level and then respec later if you want to. At like level 10, you pick a second class. I picked Demolitionist for the second one. Every time you level up, you get skill points, and you can choose which skill tree you put them in between your 2 classes. There's 10 classes, and you pick 2 and make a hybrid. So there are dozens and dozens and dozens of combinations between, you know, pick 2 out of these 10. So there's a lot of different class combinations, and even if you play the same class combination, you could play it differently. Like, if you're Shaman Demolitionist, you could be like, you know, 90% Shaman, 10% Demo, or 50-50, or 60-40, whatever. So that alone, massive, massive customization. Then there's this thing called the Devotion Tree, which is these constellations here. And you can fill these in, and you can get abilities that modify your existing skills. For example, the Scorpion, I got an ability called Scorpion Sting. 25% chance on the attached skill that it will poison everything around it. And I attach this to Wind Devils. So these little tornadoes moving near me, if they hit an enemy, every second they hit, there's a 25% chance that it poisons them because of the Scorpion Sting thing. So there is a lot of customization you can do here with like changing how your abilities work. And yes, it does not require an internet connection. My internet actually died earlier tonight and I had to restart the stream, and my game was fine. So if you're playing like a hardcore character, like you might do in Path of Exile or Diablo, you never have to worry about dying because the internet crapped out, which is nice. Right now I'm just looking through some loot that I got and seeing what I want to keep. Ooh, what do we have here? Bonus to pets, 58% to fire damage, 74% to burn, 49% to all damage. That 49% to all damage is nice. But then 100% of physical converted to fire, but then the fire is boosted, and vitality is converted to fire. That's a weird one. So this is like for a Necromancer Demolitionist hybrid. That's wild. Okay. Let's see. This is a maybe. We'll keep that. Okay. Alright, and then eat the lore pages for the XP. Alright. Okay. There. The constellation tree is kind of wild. Yeah, I mean, it's not... If you've played Path of Exile, it's not as daunting as the skill tree in Path of Exile. But I'll give you, just really quickly, you start in the dead center, okay? And then let's say you spend a point here, it gives you, it says a yellow circle, right? This one's purple, green, red, blue, okay? So I spent my first point here, and it gave me a yellow. Yellow, see this turtle, requires 1 yellow to unlock. Okay, so this turtle is available to me now. I spent my next 5 points getting the turtle, and that got me a bunch of passive stats, as well as turtle shell. 100% chance when you're at 50% health to get a big shield that tries to keep you from dying. Great, defensive tool. When the constellation is done, you get 2 yellow, 3 blue. You can see it at the bottom of that window there. So then, any constellations that require a small amount of yellow or blue are available to me, and it just keeps going like that. So, like, if I want this constellation here, which is, on the outer edge, so it's the highest level one, I need 12 purple, 6 yellow, 8 blue. So I would look for other constellations, and you can mouse over stuff like this, and it'll highlight the ones that you're looking for. So I'll be like, okay, I need more purple. Where's the purple ones? And it's those. So I could get one of those to get more purple if my goal is to get over here and get this, for example. So there's a lot of interesting stuff in there. And also respecking is really cheap in this game. The only thing that's permanent is the 2 classes you choose. If you're unhappy with the 2 classes you chose, you would have to make a new character. But if you want to change anything in these trees or on this, you can do it for a very small fee in town. Okay, so we finished that. That did not lead us to where we needed to go. So I'm thinking now we try going over this way. So right now what I'm playing is a shaman and demolitionist. And I have like a mortar I'm summoning in combat, and it shoots fire up that rains down on enemies. An elemental thing that's tanking for me, because shaman, and these wind devils are a shaman thing that do constant cold and electric damage around them every second. And then I have a few other things that I'm casting. So the pet is to kind of distract enemies, and then we're doing lots of elemental damage on them.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, potion.
Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet.
This looks promising. Eldritch Sun entrance. That's what we need. Okay. So... alright, so I'm guessing that a quest objective is blocking me getting in there. So just to recap for the new people in the chat, this is... where I'm at right now is actually from the second expansion that was added to the game. But the final expansion, the one that just came out, has a quest near the finale that requires quest items from all the previous expansions. And I need to get in that tome, but the last time I did that tome was years ago, in real life. So I'm trying to remember what I need to do to unlock it. But I found it. That's the first step. Let me check the quest journal. Eldritch Sun. Gargan Key. Use the rod to summon ancient guardian to serve as a weapon. Sun ritual is to be performed to place a great power of the evil. Travel north to the ruins of Abid and find the Temple of Atef. Eliminate the Temple Guardians and then use the Gargan Key to perform the summoning ritual at the Temple Altar. Temple of Atef. Ruins of Abid. Okay, I guess over there? Alright. Is the flask system upgrade similar to PoE? So the most, you have one health potion and one energy potion. They do not run out. If you use them, they are just on cooldown for a certain number of seconds. That's basically it. Hold on. Am I at the right spot right now? Sorry. There is a cauldron in the newest expansion where you can... Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Where you can customize the potion. For example, you could have... potion only has a single charge, but it cools down and recovers after 10 seconds. Or you could have potion can hold 2 charges, but it takes 20 seconds for each charge to recover. So you've got a lot of little choices like that that can customize the healing flask and the mana potion. And sometimes you can add modifiers to it, like after using a potion, you have 100% more magic find for 3 minutes or something like that. I've seen a few of those. Royal Sarcophagus. It's just like a chest.
That skill's not ready.
Blue item. Make a portal here. I don't know if I'm going into a boss fight or not. Oh, yep.
That skill's not
There's 3 boss health bars in there. Alright, focusing. Another nice thing about this game, if you're playing a pet build, is you can bind a key to give your pets an order. So I'm having them focus fire right now.
That skill's not
Ow, potion. Alright, not too bad. What? Why can I not walk up there? Just go around? Okay. Use the key. Now what do I do? Let me check the quest. Hang on. Return to Basila at the Vanguard of the Three. Okay. She is down here. Oh, wait. No. That's the Conclave. Vanguard of the Three is the forward base. Did my game freeze? It's been a night of technical difficulties. I'm gonna give it a moment and see if it unsticks. If it doesn't, then I'll force restart it. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully it saved that last thing I did. We'll find out in a moment. If it still remembers that all I have to do is go talk to that lady, that's not going to be bad. Alright, let's check this again. Oh, that's rough. Activate the altar. Okay.
I hear you've done some.
It does not. It did not remember that. Alright. So, the last save was just a minute ago. It remembers that I killed all the guardians. It does not remember that I clicked on the altar. So I'm gonna go back there and possibly do it again. Not a big deal, but annoying. Let me see if I can just run through this stuff now that I know the route through here.
That skill's not ready.
Well, we're getting the loot again. Okay. Alright, where's the forward camp? Vanguard of the three. I think that's it. So the maps are static. The maps are static, but they do make changes. So, for example, okay, here's a little area, right? Let's say in your game, there's like a barricade there, and so it forces you to go around. The next time you play it, there might be barricades here, and it forces you to go around this way. So the maps are static, and you can find them online if you wish to, but there are obstructions that are kind of randomly placed in different areas each time you play it. Hopefully that made sense.
What a wonderfully... yes. But don't think of it as sums. The witch gods are united in this endeavor. All of our forces stand at the ready to assault the tomb of the Eldritch Sun and...
Okay. Assault the tomb of the Eldritch Sun. That's exactly what we need. So, let's try going back there. Alright. That's it up there. So hopefully... it's a bit of a run. But hopefully when we get there, it will be unlocked. I was just gonna try to run past this stuff, but it was a bit too much, and I was like, I will die if I try to just turn my back on it and run through.
Can't do that.
Oh! That's the guy that we just summoned doing the quest that we just did. So he's actually out here murdering things. Thanks, buddy. That's pretty cool seeing him on the battlefield out here. Him helping clear the way.
That's still not. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Almost there. If he was a Guild Wars 1 NPC, he'd tag along for the whole quest. Mm-hmm.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready. Can't do that.
Almost level 65, then I can use those boots I've been carrying around for a bit that are a small upgrade. So Today I learned that there's a video on YouTube that is 1 hour of silence with occasional interruptions from Michael Jackson. You look up some weird stuff. Just imagine sleeping and every 32 minutes. Ooh. That's the best. That's the best impression I can do.
That skill's not ready. That skill's
5 out of 10. I'll accept that.
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet.
Sleeping and then out of nowhere, Billie Jean. Yep.
You have to stop
That skill's
Travis.
not ready.
Now is not the time. I do not know who you are, and the world, indeed. Yes, the world may not know my name. Don't mock me.
Oh. I guess I just had to mock him, and he would say, "Don't mock me," and then he attacks.
That skill's not ready.
Have a taste. Bask in my power.
Oh, he summoned a big bounty boy.
I was to be immortal. And so, he was consumed. When Dravis confronted me,
Turtle Shell is at level 19. There we go. Whoa, something came out. The Steward. Oh, he has his own death soundtrack. Nice. Okay, Tome of the Eldritch Sun. Okay, so this is near the end of the desert expansion. We, of course, skipped a lot to get here, but we are finally here. And let's get a recap on the thing that we need for the current, the end expansion from here. By working with the witch god cults, you have gained access to the Tomb of the Eldritch Sun. Somewhere within these forgotten ruins lie the embers of the first flame, a gift from a primordial god to its most loyal worshippers. Only the flames of a god that resisted the void have any hope of expunging the corruption festering within Baronath. You must acquire these embers and deliver them to Taldir the Druid in Kernhold. Alright, so that's what brought us here in the first place.
Can't do that.
Now, I don't know if we're going to need to beat the boss of this expansion, or if they're just like, if they're somewhere else down here somewhere. Didn't you say you played a Minion Master in Guild Wars 1? When I first played Guild Wars 1, a very, very long time ago, yes. How'd you handle the minions since they disappeared after each zone swap? I mean, like you said, they die. So you would have to get started again. But like if you were in a, like a dungeon or something, if you're playing Minion Master, your group kind of carried you at the beginning. And then once you got some momentum and you got a bunch of minions going, then you were kind of carrying them by the end. But you kind of had to go, because the minions were constantly dying. A brazier lit with unnatural flame stands before you. These must be the embers of the first flames spoken of in legend. The very flames that can help cleanse Baranath of corruption. Gather the embers. Oh my god, we got it. We got it! Alright. Kernhold. Go over here first to the shops. Okay. Equip those. That's a lot of numbers. Two-hander, though. Plus one to all occultist skills. Very, very good if I was playing that. Plus 93% fire damage and burn damage to pets. So if you were to cultist with a Hellhound, that'd be amazing. Alright, that's it for that. Stash. These purple things are all quest items. That's a maybe later. Clean up your inventory? I just did. Spotless now. Alright, so this is the one.
That intense heat. It is not of this world.
I bring the embers.
To see the power of gods manifested in such a manner, it is humbling.
That's everything.
The Elder Skald was right about you. Speak to her as soon as you can. We will make preparations immediately.
Okay.
I hear you have already mustered the necessary materials. Oh, you are a gift from the gods.
What of the beast?
I am told the great beast Baranath's rampage has carried it all the way up our sacred mountain. I fear that reaches the peak, then it will usher in an age of darkness upon Osterkarn, from which there is no turning back. This wicked taint will only grow, spreading to Erelon and beyond. None will be spared from the void's all-devouring influence.
Is it too late?
Perhaps, but we must not drown in despair just yet. I will travel with my pupils to the
Look at this
Aurora
option.
Peaks, beyond the glaciers to the north of the Dread Wastes. There, we will carve the ancient runes and prepare for the ritual. We have already asked much of you, but I must ask for your aid once more. Will you join us on the roof of the world and face Baranath?
I will see this through. And now she wants to talk. Oh wait, the dog wants to talk? What? The giant wolf companion of the current High Chieftain stares deeply into your eyes. There's something familiar about them. Stare back into the wolf's eyes. Your head begins to throb, but in your mind you see a far-off cliff in the Aurora Peaks. You're not sure why, but someone you know awaits you there. Leave to go investigate. What? Okay. Alright. Let's see. Let's close a bunch of this stuff. Okay. That is something else. This was all over the place. I'm probably not doing that one. Seek out the wolf's vision. A vision of a far-off cliffside in the Aurora Peaks. Cleanse the land. Okay. In the roof of the world. Alright. So, there's 3 quests here that I think are still possible to do in the expansion. Volder River Kern Shrine. Volder River Rift. We should have the shrine already on the map. There it is. Alright, so southish. Angry beaver people. Current try. Oh, it actually wasn't that. It was that. Okay, well, we're still en route to that. Alright, so there's the corrupted shrine. Offer a frozen aster. Okay. Next one. Ulo Springs. Shrine. Alright, so here's Ulo Springs. It's a big area. I don't remember where the shrine is here. Hang on a sec. I know I've already found these shrines, but they don't show up on the map unless you're near them. So I want to see if I can pull up a map of it. I don't know if anyone's already done that. That's not it. I don't know where this thing is. And try going down this main road area and see if it pops up on the map, because wherever it is, it should pop up when I'm near it. Ah, there. Perfect. There it is. Hopefully I have enough of the quest items. There's a flower called a frozen aster, and that's what you have to use on the shrine. Okay, I did have another one there. Alright, so the last one is in the Dread Waste. Okay, right there. Is that the Dread Waste, or is this the Dread Waste? Okay, I just entered the Dread Waste. Alright, so the rift was in front of it. Okay. Purifying Altar. Kern Shrine, west of me. There it is. Hopefully I've got one more of those flowers. I honestly do not know if I have one in storage or not. Loot explosions! Oh, a blueprint too. I've got so many hours in this game, it's rare I find blueprints I don't already have, but, you know, there's some in the expansion. Oleron's Wrath. Ow. Hurt. Yay! I had 3. Okay, cool. Return to Urfin. Okay. So, go here, and then back to Kernhold. So the 3 shrines are cleansed. And... I don't remember where this guy was. I'm gonna assume he's up here. Most of the quest givers are up here. But it's looking... Actually, wait, there is a star in there. That might be it. No, that's not it. That's somebody else. Okay, so we gotta run around the town until I find the star.
Tread carefully, Lowlander.
Were you able to reach the shrines? Our prayers have been heard, I think. Good. Your actions today may feel like a pebble thrown into a lake, but their ripples will have far-reaching consequences. The land may yet heal, and you have planted the first seeds. May Ulu bless you on your journey, Lowlander. Ashes of Awakening. Okay. Alright, so the White Wolf's vision. What did that one say? There it is. Cliffside in the Aurora Peaks. Okay. Aurora Peaks. Aurora Peaks, right there. Aurora Pinnacle Rift. Alright, so that was the roof of the world. And I suppose this whole zone is the Aurora Peaks, so I need to... how are we doing on time? We got another hour, should be fine. Alright, so I've already mapped this area out before I realized I kind of hit a wall at the end of it. So I need to hack my way through here again, but I already know the route. And... I think both of the quests we're trying to do will be in this direction. There we go. Mogdrogan the Wolf. Oh, he's like one of the gods in this game, isn't he? The chieftain's wolf was you? An aspect of me, yes. The Kern have long been a favored people of mine, closely attuned with the beasts in the wilds. A fragment of my being is always by their side. Why did you call for me to come here? Aspect of Baronath. You have shown yourself to be an ally of Cairn, battling through both the agents of its makers and that which should not be. You bent the Aether's corruption to your will, gaining strength beyond your peers. A time will come when this strength will be tested in ways unimaginable. You must be ready. You stand before me, my vessel, a mere imitation of my might, but I would see what you are capable of. A vessel? Yes, an extension of my will through the mortal flesh standing before you. It will be sufficient for my purpose. You wish to fight me? I will see your strength or I will break you. Either you are what Cairn requires or you will make way for ones who are. Attack a demigod. He's 96? Oh my god. Dude, he insta-killed my pet. Bro, he's 30 levels higher than me. He killed my pets instantly and just filled the screen with bullshit. And I was just gone. Oh my god. Don't attack, he's a super boss. Too late! He had the power of bigger numbers on his side. Oh wait, is he still hostile? Oh god. Wait, is this him or just the stuff he summoned? Oh no, he's still there. I'm out, I'm out, I'm out. I'm ghost like Swayze. We out, we done. Leave me alone, my Trogan! My Trogan, please! It's funny because like one of my passive abilities is called Mogdrogan's Pact. So it's like I'm getting a buff from him and then I'm fighting another aspect of him while I'm buffed by him. Lore. Alright, let's see if the final boss of the expansion is easier than the side boss. Mogdrogan. What? Oh my freaking god. There was a waypoint here that I missed. Oh, glad I found it that time. Dude, 96. That's crazy. And most stuff scales with you, so like if you come back here at level 90, I'm wondering if he's gonna be 120. He's a celestial boss, stronger than any campaign boss? Well, I didn't know that.
Can't do that yet.
What the heck? Level 70 Chthonians? What are you doing here? Y'all I can take. Ow. Nice weather we're having. I just got popped like a balloon. I don't know what that was. I'm not far from a portal, though. It should be pretty easy to get back, but... Dang. Oh, I remember these. The like, homing missiles. Those might have been a part of what killed me. Yeah, dude, there's almost nothing left alive here. I'm guessing that they fired a bunch of homing missiles, I killed them, and then the missiles hit me and I popped. But if without checking instant replay, I can't be 100% certain. Yeah, there's like a whole mass of missiles. This is a big boy? Yeah, it's a big boy. Romus, Herald of the End Times. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I thought those were all gonna summon dudes, but they were just like little missiles. Delaying the inevitable. Slay the Herald of the End Times. Oh, there.
Our path is clear. Amatok's breath is at our backs. Are you prepared for what's next?
I'm ready.
Up ahead is Anshala, the roof of the world. A once sacred place, now wreathed in Baranath's rage. I wish I could do more, but I am afraid my stories will offer little aid, and these frail bones will only get in the way.
Classes you playing? Shaman slash Demolitionist.
To do what is necessary. Ascend the peak,
which is okay, but it doesn't have a lot of synergy. I wouldn't play it again.
Then the unthinkable begins. I trust you will know what to do.
One way or another, this ends today. Alright, portal there in case I go splat. Oh, I do have 2 points unspent. Let's do this for more damage absorption. Ascend to the roof of the world. Alright. Baranath's offerings locked by... Oh, these are the loots for if you kill the boss. Okay, so this is all part of the boss arena? This reminds me of that big horn in Guild Wars 1. The ancient stone horn stands atop Anshalar, the sacred mountaintop, the roof of the world. It has laid silent for generations of Kern. Let its cry ring out across the heavens. Call forth the great beast. Dude. Dang, he's a looker.
Can't do that.
Okay. He's taking some hits. He's taking hits. He's level 70. He's got 5 levels on me, but he is going down. But I don't know if he's going to have multiple hit point bars. You know how bosses are with their multiple hit point bars sometimes, chat. I don't trust it yet. I knew it! I knew it! You think you're sneaky, you're not. Wait, he's not targetable. What's going on? Oh, that's unfortunate. A lot of the time my Primal Spirit was out, the boss was not targetable. Killed the Briarthorn, resummon. It's kind of concerning, because that's the tanky pet. He's level, yeah, he's still level 70, but he's definitely more sturdy now. Okay, Primal Spirit back out while the guy's actually attackable this time. What's he doing? He's like vomiting everywhere. Oh, my health. Okay, potion's on cooldown now. New Briarthorn. My health is low again. There's like explosions periodically happening on the ground. Okay, Primal Spirit's back out. I need to try to keep it close to him. Primal Spirit is a majority of my damage. He's low. Cleanse Baranath, Corruptor of Asterkarn, on the roof of the world. Is he cleansed? Because I think I just beat the snot out of him. Now it says Celestial. Maybe we did cleanse him with the power of Mortar. Mortar combat! Wait, Baranath's offerings. So the loot that we're taking is offerings that other people made to the god, and we're like, yoink. What is the aspect of Baranath? I think it just got deposited. I think that, yeah, that's just an extra quest item. What about this one? Okay, that's still useful. Myrmidon armor, +1 to all soldier and necromancer skills. That's Death Knight shield shot. Alright, what's this? Rift to Kernhold. Is he cleansed? Well, beat the crap out of him.
We could hear the sounds of your battle from here.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
It will make for an unforgettable ballad.
We were able to save Baranath.
Friend of the Kern, you have achieved
completed Fangs of Asterkarn.
Alongside our brave druids, you have freed a proud creature from the clutches of the great Annihilator. Their names will live on in song, but yours shall be carried to the eternal halls of the ancestors in honor of your bravery and tenacity. I feel as if a miasma of apathy and defeat has been lifted from our shoulders.
You have the Grimdons.
This day
it's
shall
him,
never be
John
forgotten among the
Grimdawn.
Kern now living and those yet to be born. And it is all thanks to the unthinkable, a lowlander willing to extend a hand across centuries of mistrust. I hope these meager offerings will suffice as a token of our thanks.
The thing that's kind of crazy is this lady and her dog, they're the main, like, artwork for Fangs of Asterkarn, and they never move. She just stands in the house and gives you a couple of quests, but they make her out to be, like, the main character, and she doesn't move a muscle in the whole game. I don't know, I just find that funny. What will the Kern do now?
Baranath's injuries were immense, and they were never allowed to fully heal during centuries of its imprisonment, with the great Annihilator's tendrils boring into them. I am confident that, with the aid of our healers, the great beast will rise again, and its roar shall echo across the valley. This day marks a new beginning for the Kern. We will reclaim our ancestral lands and restore nature's balance in Asterkarn.
Farewell. That is a pretty good expansion, chat. So that is the final story beat after all the expansions of Grim Dawn. And it does have a lot of replayability. Because again, you could do it again on the higher difficulties. And also, even on this difficulty, there was a demigod fight that I would have to get a bunch of levels and come back for. There was the Ascension Altar, where you can, like, add more loot and more power. Like, you make monsters more powerful, but they drop better loot, so there's this whole system. There was a lot of stuff here that you could do to make the game, like, interesting and more replayable over and over and over and over. So this was pretty good. The character that we made, I would never make this combination again. it definitely got the job done, but I don't know how well this would scale into like level 100 content. Like what we did was totally fine for finishing the story on the first time, but for like uber endgame bosses, I'm not confident this would work out, because we split our attention with this build. We were doing like half elemental damage, fire and lightning and electrocute and cold and pet damage. So we were dipping into all the things, and it was kind of cool having like just a big hellstorm of things that was raining down on enemy, but I don't know how well that would have scaled. Is farming the Crucible for gear better or worse than farming campaign spots? So the thing, okay, first of all, farming the Crucible is going to get you gear like non-stop, very, very rapidly. So that if the amount of gear you get in Crucible is probably going to be faster than getting it from campaign. However, campaign, there's certain things that only drop from certain enemies, and it's easier to farm them in the campaign. So let me give you an example. My offhand here, increase the number of wind devils I had by 1, which is major. It will go from 3 to 4. And it increased their electrocute damage by 217%. So this was a very big source of my damage. This is a Yeti Horn of Thunder, meaning it only drops from Yetis. So to farm for this item, or get a better roll on this item, I go kill Yetis. So that would be easier in campaign than on Crucible. So that is an example of a, an item that drops from a specific mob type. And if you were like, let's say you come across something kind of like this and you're like, oh, this is almost really good for me. I'm going to farm these mobs until I get a better one. You could do that in the campaign. You can't really do that in Crucible. So it's a case-by-case basis. What class combo would you try next if you win again? I don't know. Like I said, I've played, let me back out to the main menu here. I've got hundreds of hours in this game. I even did 2 hardcore characters to level 100 that never died. I was playing a lot, let's see, Conjurer, I think, is Shaman Occultist, and I think Ritualist is Shaman Necro. Those were both a lot of fun. Shaman Demo definitely had a lot less synergy than these did. So if I were to do Demo again, I might, do it with the Arcanist or the Inquisitor, something like that, or maybe Occultist, because Occultist, the Hellhound is fire, and the Demo is fire, and we did find some Demo Occultist equipment, so that's not too out there. But Demo and Shaman was like, the Shaman is like save the rainforest, and the Demo's like burn down the rainforest. They kind of clashed a bit. But yeah, these 2 are the ones I got to 100 on, so I really, really enjoyed these. So I don't even remember. I think this guy was Oathkeeper plus something. I was amused by this because it looks like he's dual wielding shields. That's a mace graphic that looks like a shield, and that's an actual shield. Pay attention to the monster infrequent items. Normal green items are basically worthless. Yeah, it depends on what they roll. With you saying that, it sounds like I should probably pay more attention to green items, right? Green, but usually for me, I'll look at anything green and above. Because occasionally, like I'd say 9 times out of 10, I sell a green, and then 1 time out of 10, I'm like, oh shoot, that's good. I could change my whole build around that. It'll be something like, convert all your pet's damage to fire, and then plus 50% to pet fire damage. And you're like, okay, yeah, I could I could play Necromancer and make all the skeletons do fire damage if I'd use this if I want to. So there are, like, build-defining things you can find from monsters. But yeah, that was definitely fun. I might play this more on my own time on a new character and tinker around with stuff, and take it slower and all. That last quest, it made us go back through all the old expansions, and I kind of just like speed ran that because we've done playthroughs of those, and I just wanted to see the finale of the game, and it was pretty cool. So review time. I mean, how much was this expansion? Let me see, store page. I don't know if I'll be able to see it. Shoot. Fangs of Asterkarn is $19. So it's $19 for a DLC that is like as large or larger than the base game, and adds a new class, which means there's was it 9 new class combinations? Because you could do like Berserker Soldier, or Berserker Shaman, or Berserker Necro, or Berserker Occultist, or Berserker Arcus. There's 9 new class builds that you can play because of the new expansion. And then all the new lanes and stuff like that. I just realized something. I never figured out this thing. I'm not sure what quest this was. Crusul Crags, Drangal Fortress. Okay, so what I can immediately say is this was optional because it wasn't required to finish the main story. But I never figured out how to get over there. Looks like that road right there. Hang on, I'm just gonna run up there and see if it's still blocked off, because I think it was blocked off when I found it the first time.
Can't do that yet.
It is still blocked off. Okay, so whatever the case is, I didn't find the quest for that. So that's one, there's at least one more level, maybe 2 there that I missed. But yeah, I definitely might make a new character and mess around with this off stream. This was enjoyable. It continues to be a game that I would recommend to other people that are interested in it. For many years now, when people are like, hey, Muk, I'm interested in trying an action RPG, for the past few years, what I recommend to people is Grim Dawn or Last Epoch or Path of Exile. But if they're like, it's my first action RPG, I remove Path of Exile from the recommendation because I think it is a bit too much for a brand new ARPG player. But Grim Dawn and Last Epoch, I think, are both fantastic games that are well supported, and they are games that someone could make their first ARPG and enjoy it. Or if it's someone's third ARPG, I think they could still enjoy it. And as we were talking about, you know, you could take a character and you can go into, yeah, see, like this character has finished Ultimate and can go into Ascendant, apparently. Dude, look at this. The loot quality goes from 400 to 500, but the monster health goes from 530 to 1380%. Oh my god. Minus 50% to player resistance. Yeah, so my level 100 hardcores that have never died, it's like, hey, you want to go into Ascendant difficulty? And I'm like, I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do. Ascendant run win? Oh man, we definitely wouldn't do it on, we definitely wouldn't do that on the hardcore character. Yeah, like this character, the, here, hold on. I'll step into Ascendant on this character just for a second to look at the character. I recognize that offhand. I think that's the Primal Spirit offhand, but it got changed when Berserker came out, so I think it's different now. Bro, what? Okay, so this is after the town got, like, destroyed. Yeah, Primal Spirit, Emboldening... Dude, what? I maxed out Emboldening Presence. Oh, I didn't look at this well enough. Plus 220% to all damage. That's amazing. Yeah, I should have put more points into that. Primal Bond, Primal Spirit. Yeah, so this thing has -8 second to the recharge of Primal Spirit. So with this item and enough cooldown reduction, I think you were able to keep the Primal Spirit out 100% of the time. Like you could resummon it right when it was about to wear off, which was fantastic. Mythical Corruptors full set. The Necro/Shaman set. I'm sporting on this character. Fiend Flesh Greaves. Ancestor. Yeah. So Necro. Dude, I didn't have skeletons on this guy? What kind of necromancer was I that I didn't have skeletons? What the heck? I had Blight Fiend? Spectral Binding. I played this character so long ago. Alright, so I was all in on Briarthorn, Primal Spirit, and the Blight Fiend. So, let me see. So these two guys. 83k health, 40k health. So I did have Wind Devil, but Wind Devil, when I played this character last, was, Oh, wait, wait, what? The Blight Fiend just exploded. I don't even remember what that was. Oh, minus recharge, plus summon limit, but only lives for 12 seconds. Okay, so you spam summon Blight Fiend and you can have 3 of them out. But then they disappear over time. That's what it was. And when it dies, it erupts and does like 20,000 damage around it. They're Banelings now. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't do that yet.
And then the Primal Spirit, 126k health. Yeah, Primal Spirit, what does it hit for? Hits for 5,400 physical with 6,900 bleeding, and the Tail Strike does 30,000 poison. Oh, I maxed out Wendigo Totem, I guess for like the heal. Yeah, hang on, hold on a sec. What is the, what's the other one? I think this one's a cultist? He's got an axe or something in his hand. Oh, I just heard achievements. Restore 65 devotion shrines. They must have made that achievement after I last played this character. Deposit? What the heck? What are these bags, man? Okay, so this one... Shaman... Yeah, emboldening presence... Yo, I threw a lot of points into Heart of the Wild. Increase health regeneration by 90%. Maybe I was having trouble keeping my pets alive on this character. Rude, Primal Spirit, emboldening, and then Occultist. We got the bird and the Hellhound. So that's the Fire Doggo, and there's the bird. And the bird, I didn't have a point. I guess. Okay, so I guess if you only have like 1 point in Mend Flesh, the heal is kind of terrible, and the bird spends more time healing than attacking, so I opted to not spend points in that. Bird Lightning Strike does 16,000 lightning damage and then 12,000 electrocute. Jesus Christ. These numbers are so much larger than what I was getting earlier. Blood of Dreeg. I remember this one. This one, this ability, every time you hit it, it's an immediate like 12% heal on you and all your allies. So it was like a heal potion for your pets, which was nice. And then Devotion. How far out did I go on the Devotion tree? You see, I got the cane on this one. Oh, we got this lady way up here. What was this one? Nature's Guardians. 25% chance when hit that your pets taunt the thing that hit you off of you and debuff it. Good job, past me. That's excellent. This one is not assigned to a skill. Oh, wow, it doesn't let you put it on hardly anything. Wonder if that got changed since I last played. Oh, I think that buffed the guard, too. Another thing that got changed since these characters were played was it used to be that anytime you died, you had to turn your buffs on manually. So I had a second hotbar with all my buffs. You hit Y and your hotbar toggles between two hotbars. And so all your buffs, like this Bonds of Bismiel, or the Primal Bond here, or Mog Drogon's Pact, those were on like the second bar, and anytime I died, I had to swap to the second bar and click, 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 and go through all of those. Wait, quest complete, dreadful encounter. What is this thing? The remnant rides at your approach. Will you banish it or leave it to haunt your every step? What? Is this part of Ascendant difficulty? Hold on. Grim Dawn, Remnant of the... It pre-filled. Other people have been like, what the hell is this? Ascendant mode explained. What is it? Remnants of... Okay, here we go. The Dread has proven to be a contentious addition. While we are pleased with the challenge it offers and do not plan to nerf it, we understand that its regular and unexpected interruptions can be frustrating. With a new update, you can visit the Remnant in Devil's Crossing or Kernhole and disable it. This process is reversible, and there's still the option to instead boost its spawn rate via the Ascension Altar if you enjoy its appearances. Okay, so it does something nasty? Alright, I'm scrolling up a bit. The Dread is an extremely powerful chthonic agent of chaos that can spawn randomly when playing in Ascendant mode, the new endgame variant introduced in Fangs of Astrakarn. It's serious business, and if your build isn't quite up to scratch, you'll be in for a long, difficult fight if you can even defeat it at all. Oh. Okay, so that would be something I would love to try out, but not on my hardcore character for the first time, right? Like, I would want to check that out on, like, normal difficulty where I could respawn and learn from my mistakes and then come back to these guys. Yo, look at my resistances on this character too. This is after minus 50% to all resistances. We have most of them capped. But I'll definitely have to tinker around with a off-stream, offline character and take my time going through it and check it out. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the Grim Dawn Fangs of Astrkarn playlist on YouTube. This was a lot of fun. I think that they did a good job with it, and I will continue to recommend this to people who are interested in games like this for the foreseeable future, because my opinion on it has not changed, it has not gone down. So yeah, with that, that is the end of our Fangs of Astrkarn playlist. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Alright, chat. I didn't think we would finish this today, but I'm kind of glad we did. Kind of glad we did. Okay, let's see. We got about 30 minutes remaining, chat. I could do one round of Darktide, or just wrap it up early. Do you guys want to watch me rip and tear and burn some heretics, or do you guys want to go to bed? Do I burn heretics, or do I tuck you in? What's the plan here? And then we'll need to find a new evening game for Monday onward. We will need to. I'm staying up. Burn heretics? Okay. I am here for it. I am here for it. I've been wanting to try and up my skill level with the Devil Claw sword, so this might be a good time for that. Let me change categories here. Oh, Darktide. Funny thing, there are actually 2 games called Darktide that are not Warhammer 40k Darktide. Anytime I type in Darktide on Twitch to change the category that I'm in, I have to go to the 3rd option, because it is not the first 2, for sure. It is not the first 2. Did Muck finish the thing? I did. I did finish the thing. So we're just going to play one round of Darktide, because we've got about a half hour remaining. And if anybody wants to join me, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll just do a pug group. Let's see, finished Grim Dawn, finished Grim Dawn, let's see, Grim Dawn, then Darktide. I gotta do the title in a way that makes sense for the VOD, so I changed it to Finishing Grim Dawn, then playing Darktide. Alright, so let me do this, This has been the #1 game for me and Gabe playing off stream recently, and he is doing all right. He is I mean, he was definitely exposed to this stuff earlier than I was, but he has been playing it and I don't know, I would say, like, right now, if we're judging by the scoreboard, like, anytime I get like a 3, he gets a 2, so he's like, he's doing 2/3 of the kill speed that I am at the moment. He's doing pretty good. Might be Darktide. I am Charmon. Charmon, do you want to do a Havoc? Otherwise, I will do an Auric with some randos. Or maybe a Maelstrom. We'll see if he wants to. Alright, chat. This is my main character, Darktide. Out of 10, what would you rate this? Darktide? I would rate Darktide a 9. Of the games that are like this that I have played... Oh, who just invited me? I don't know who this is. Is Stetho Charmon, or is that someone else? Yammy Bean. Charmon, are you a bean? Slash strike team. New tech priest. Who dis? I don't know who it is. I don't remember who Yami Bean is. We played before. Okay. Alright. So, Charmon, my offer stands. Alright, so I want to swap weapons here.
What is your instruction?
Okay, so whenever you buy a weapon from this guy, chat, you get random stats. I'm looking for one that has 60% mobility and everything else is maxed. So, it's kind of like gambling, but it's super cheap, and then once you get the one that has the stats you want, you can just sell all the other ones. Sometimes it's instant, and sometimes... Oh, there we go. That's it. That's the one. operative. Okay. Do. Alright, so I need to find... Okay, that one. Alright. I wanted to try to improve my personal skill at this job.
Let the work begin.
Consecrate.
The work is
Alright, so it's
complete.
yellow now. And then I'm gonna up its level. Maybe next time? Okay.
God is most generous.
Yummy Bean, can you please refresh my memory? Did we do Havoc before? I think I remember you now. I think that me, you, and Charmon did a Havoc.
Violet.
Yes? Okay. What level, what Havoc level, blah, I can't talk. What Havoc level are you if you go over to the Havoc terminal? Can you tell me?
Interesting.
Flash, should a carapace? Let's do unyielding. Because of the parry.
Our prayers have been answered.
Alright, and then rebless. Okay. So, what we want... I think we want tier 4 impact. And... Oh, wait, no, hold on. Oh, no, we don't want trauma. We want hammer blow. That's the impact one that's really nice. 4 stacks of damage already staggered. 40% cleave on hit stacks 5 times. Oh, man, wait, do I want impact or do I want target takes more damage? 40% cleave on hit. Stacks 5 times at 200% cleave. Or Skull Crusher. Impact isn't great on sword. You think I should do Wrath and Skull? I don't know, because Hammer Blow would impact, and it would like possibly stagger them, and then Skull Crusher, they take 40% more damage. Wrath? I've already got Wrath. The crit chance one? Shred? Bonus crit chance on chain hit stacks 5 times. That'd be 20% bonus crit chance. Is this normal or chain sword? This is a normal sword that has parry. Alright, I'm just gonna keep it like this for now. Alright, Yami, if you want to get on Discord, we can try one tough round. Oh, did he say what level he was? Did he ever respond to what his level he is? Alright, I got into Discord, Yami. Level 3. You're level 3? Okay, maybe we should do like a Maelstrom then.
The Emperor...
Because Maelstrom is like tier 16. And if I QS, it'll be tier 21. And I'm not sure how well that's going to go. Alright. Okay. So a Maelstrom is equivalent, I believe, to a tier 16 Havoc, chat. So, waves of specialist enemies, snipers, extra pox bursters, extra barrels, and enhanced blitz. So your blitz, which in my case is like the med skull and the fire skull, will be improved in some fashion. Alright. So with this, it will put us with 2 randos. If we were to do Havoc together, it would just be the 2 of us plus 2 bots. Because Charmon's abandoning us. And although I love climbing the Havoc ladder, you have to have people you're grouped with before you queue. Okay, so that's Yami Beans in chat. And then we've got a Veteran and Ogren, me on Skitari, and Yami is a Psyker. This is actually nice. We've got, everyone's a different class.
Right. You're heading into the carnival, HL 7004. It's a seedy old place, so I reckon you'll...
Earlier someone asked me what I'd rate this game out of 10. I would say a 9. And that's because of the games like this I've played, it is missing a few features that I loved from the game Vermintide. However, even that aside, I still enjoy this game very, very much to the point that I play it off stream alone or with my kid. And I think that's one of the biggest compliments I can give a game is even when I'm not streaming, I'm still playing it. I haven't done this map in a while. So this weapon chat, it's just like, it's a normal sword slash, but if you do parry, he does like this, and it's a very generous parry window, but the next, while doing this animation, if something hits you, you parry it, and hit them back really freaking hard. But it parries one hit, and then, you know, you're wide open for a second. So if there's two enemies on you, the second one could hit you during that. Like, the first hit you parry, the second hit would make contact with you.
Demolition charge set.
Alright, and this will knock you back, so we're gonna do this.
We have a Morning Star strike team at the refectory barracks. Send everyone in the area. Get shot.
Oh, that's a dead end. This way. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this one. I hear a dog. Oh, sniper. Kill him. Wait, someone up there's in trouble. What's going on up there? Okay, they got it. Shoot. I shoved one, then I ran out of stamina, so the second burster hit me. That was unfortunate. Alright, I sent a servo skull to cut the rope off that guy. Oh, shoot. Dang it, I'm downstate. I'm over in a corner. I am out of the gas, but I'm down. I don't think anyone's even making an attempt to come get me. This is very unfortunate. Oh my god, one pixel in a dream. Nope, I'm dead. Well, that's unfortunate.
Back up now, please. Help me.
This is very unfortunate. So the Ogren is the only one up, and he is really far back. What? He jumped into the middle of him with his gun out. What's he doing? He's reloading that thing? Oh my god. That thing has one of the longest reload animations in the game, and he was doing it in melee range. Alright, that was horrifying. Oh man, you know what? That was so quick, I think I might have time for another one shot. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. So like, I lost half my health from that burster that I pushed a burster and the second burster exploded and it hit me. And then I lost a bit more when I revived our downstate guy. And then I just got hit for the last hit point. Which wasn't, like, terrible, except for the fact that the other people did not make any move to try to get me up, like I got the other guy up. Alright, let's try that again. Wait, where's Maelstrom? Oh, there it is. Waves of Mutants, Nurgle's Blessing, Waves of Specialists, Reduced Ability Cooldown. Alright, let's try this again. All the Poxwalkers, yeah. I will say, for anyone who hasn't played this, the way that Poxwalkers work, they run up to you and you hear this like, and it's getting faster and faster and faster. That's the best I can do. And when they get close, they leap toward you and blow up. And what you're supposed to do is either shoot them from very far away, or if they get close, you just shove them, and they fall backward. However, lately, it's like their AI has gotten tweaked a little bit, And it's instead of getting close to enough to shove, then leaping on you, they leap from outside of shove range, and you cannot shove them in time. And when they do the leap from outside your shove range, it's like you're getting hit, and it sucks. And that's what happened to that second one. Charmon, I seem to remember you got bodied last time pretty hard. I would say, I think on average, Charmon is a little better than me, but he had a bad day the last time we played. The last time we played, he died, and I went like 20 minutes on my own, and I got him up, and then I died, and I'm like, okay, it's his turn to clutch, and then he immediately died a second time.
Watch yourselves. The legs hold thinly in this place.
Silo Cluster 1866A is best reached through the bazaar. You'll need an elevator.
I have a premonition. This will not be. You are impressive, sibling. Neutralization commenced. Target that trigger. Be calm. Payback. Identify.
So, I need to let my gun reload.
Bring unfunction upon that hound. That should end the connection. I am dead. That's better. No more angry hearts.
Oh god. Explosive flamethrower, dude, on the staircase. No thank you. Dude, I do not like that spot.
We are grateful to have resolute comrades at our side. Perhaps you could point them out. I am having trouble seeing them. How it's done.
Wave incoming. So at this point... Is there some behind us? Yeah, there is. Okay, I'm working on the stuff behind us. Where is that last burster? I hear it, but I don't see it. Sending a Medi-Skull. Okay, we lived. I used 2 grenades there. 1 Med-Skull and 1 Flame Skull. Fortunately, I think there's 2 Psychers in the group, and they don't use grenades. Oh, shoot. Okay, that one worked. That's how it's supposed to go, chat.
It might be that she has become less alive.
Oh! Doggo, doggo. Oh, Jesus, I just lost a lot of health. I'm down. I couldn't see... Ah, shoot, that's another wipe. I could not see the burster that was behind the bulwarks. Oh wait, a bot just joined in. He might get me up? If he gets me up, we might can save the others. Oh no. He got thrown off the cliff! Oh my god. I killed the mutant that was holding him with my servo skull while I was down, but he got thrown off the cliff. Did 111k damage on that one. I got time for one more if I get slot in. If you can join quickly, I'll try one more, win or lose. Yeah, that was a lot of Poxwalkers, and was doing fine up until there was one behind the bulwarks.
The Emperor protects.
Unfortunately, we already had 2 people down at that point. Crimson says, I'm on. Crimson, are we already friends on here? I don't see you. Come on. You gotta join quick. Join the group. You should be able to, like, if you have me friended on here, you should be able to join squad or something. We joined through Lobby Finder.
What are them on?
You're making this difficult. Alright, Party Finder, Havoc, List, Party. We're not actually doing Havoc. Are you Hospice, Crimson? Crimson's giving my homework? He is! He's making this difficult. Crimson, what is your name? Alfarius, thank you. Okay. How do I... Alfarius... Send friend request. Alright, accept that. He makes it so difficult, chat. Alright. Report him? Yeah. Let's see. Alright. Last one. Zealot, Psyker, Scutarius, Veteran.
Hive designate. Tertium is experiencing an unacceptable level.
Now, for anyone who might be interested in trying this game out, we are playing on a decent difficulty. The craziness you're seeing right now is because the difficulty knob has been turned up multiple times. This is not how the game is at the very beginning. So if you're thinking about getting this and getting into it, do not worry. It eases you into it much lower difficulty than this. I keep trying to dodge the attack SFX that are coming from you playing Darktide. That's punishment for you abandoning us in our time of need.
You may look away in disgust, but it's not a purification miraculous.
You stick around here, you'll see it can only get worse. Trust me.
No laws here! Stay away!
You are too high up, varlets. Proceed to the nearest elevator with haste.
GTFO throws you at the hardest difficulty setting right from the get-go. I don't know that that sounds appealing. The claw. That is a lot of Ragers. Holy crap, that's a lot of Ragers. Good push. Got the sniper. Got the bomber. I hear a net person. I hear a wave coming. Sniper. Have to reload my gun. I'm sending a skull to untie that guy. I don't like wasting a skull on someone who's in a net, but he was out of reach of anybody else, so... Oh my god. Gotta reload. Sniper line. Ooh.
Engaging precision fire! We got the region! Got them coming in! Rangers incoming!
Oh! Oh my god. Holy crap. I'm doing Flame Skull and trying to res Alfarius at the same time. I'm down. Flame Skull's still killing stuff, though. Look at all my damage numbers, chat. Look at my damage. Still dead, though. I am still dead, though. I still blame Charmon. That is a lot of stuff. I was already out of grenades from having to save Alfarius in the first room, and then I had to save someone in that room and used a Fire Skull on the wave. Yeah, 217k damage. Oh, rip. Rip, 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 rip. Alright, well, nice try. We could have turned the difficulty down further, but I like the challenge of doing Havoc, but with pugs, you know, and not on comms. It's more difficult. Any thoughts about what game to start next? No. Like, we've got the, was it Beast of Reincarnation that we're going to do? And that comes out on, what, tomorrow? So Wednesday morning, we can start Beast of Reincarnation. So, morning game tomorrow, I might do like Darktide or Warframe or something just to kind of tide us over until this. And then evening stream, now that Grim Dawn is done, unknown. I'm going to look through what we got, and I will figure something out by tomorrow night. But unknown. And if ever I have, you know, indecision until a deadline, you know, Guild Wars 2 or Warframe or something to fill in the time. Have to figure it out. But with that, chat, I'm out of time. Definitely can't start another Darktide match now. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had fun. Grim Dawn is finished. Fantastic game. I'm still going to be playing it more in my own time on a new character. But for now, if you're new here, my name is Mutt. I stream every single evening, every weekday morning. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. There's links to my 2 YouTube channels if you're interested. And a special thank you to the patrons. They keep me in business. I could not do this without them. And there's a link to that in the chat if you're interested. Shilling complete. You guys have a great evening. Sleep well. And I will see you tomorrow. Say it backwards. Edge Besides the need-only you'll but see to take, please. Week every giveaways, beakers, the touch don't speakers, the up crank way, the on is entertainment, stay the enjoy. You hope we lab the two viewer, dear you welcomes, third the Snuffles, Van Chauncey, Sir, and fourth the Esquire, Reginald Bartholomew, Douglas, Mukluk. The words pour from his mouth, nearly tripping over themselves in their haste. My name is Zunikai. I used to be a slave here, but then I worked hard and they made me an overseer. I kept a good eye on the slaves, and if anyone slacked off, I whipped them hard. Don't clip it. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, hi. You stay there. I'm going that way. Deal. You broke the deal. Oh, Chauncey can swim. I didn't know that. Wait. How does he look so dapper while swimming? I've never seen a cat look that dapper while swimming. Like, look, his chest is out. He's just like, yeah. Have you attempted Oxygen Not Included? Mm-hmm. I played it on stream, and one very memorable memory is anyone who was at the stream, I was letting them name one of my replicants after them. And I said, Joe Niels, which one do you want to be you? And one of them had like explosive bowel syndrome or something, and he donated $50 and he was drunk and he made the British guy said, I want a character, make me the poop one. I don't know if anyone on Twitch has ever spent $50 to say make me the poop one, but that day Joe did, and it burned into my mind. The flashlight that we picked up earlier is in hand now. Oh, that's us. Oh, yo, I was getting... Cardboard, this is not going to go well. Run an update. I'm running software updates. This is true horror, chat, because I was a tech support. I can't get away from it. Updated. They just left bread on the table. That bread's gonna dry out. The bread is gonna dry out. There's so much bread. You don't, like, there's the baby's not eating bread. There's 2 of us. There's like 3 loaves of bread there and another 4 right here. What are you doing? Put some saran wrap on it. It's gonna dry out. New oh my God, a freaking patron sound. Oh, yeah, just like, a new arrival, and then Ed Wolf was sure to follow. Oh, hello, welcome, page. Sit down, you. Oh, Season, good to see you. I use numpad for my mounts. I use numpad for this, and 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 other things.
I'm trying to sleep here.
Am I too loud? Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Slapping you with my carrot.